Okay, so this week's story, we are going back to the 20th of November 1993, many moons ago. And it was the weekend on the Sunday, the 20th, we played Liverpool at home. The famous game in the snow, Andy Cole hat-trick, Bruce Grobler apparently letting all the goals in. Not that he stood a chance. Anyway, it all begins on the Saturday and a new ground at Gillingham. So nothing to do. I headed to Gillingham from Southampton and four of my mates headed down from Newcastle. And I just give them a name check. Mark, the hairy artist from Hexham, Mark Bowman, Steve Taylor, Kev Fletcher, and the infamous John the Chap. Anyway, I get to Gillingham and I ask for the bar, nearest bar to the ground. And I'm told there's two bars, one on one side, one a long way away on the other side. So I go in this bar, get my beer or my cider, chilling. And I think, right, obviously my friends will be going somewhere, which will be the other bar. So I asked for the phone book. I asked the name of the bar first, look in the phone book, so I called the other bar. Now, my mate Fletch was in the other bar. I asked for Kev Fletcher, and he couldn't believe it. He says he's there with the guys, and the lass behind the bar says, "Is there a Kev Fletcher here?" And he's like, "Yeah, but nobody knows I'm here." And he says, "Yeah, right, I'll take the call." And I'm like, "Ah, Fletch, I'm in the other bar, mate." And he's like, "Bloody hell, Tony." So anyway, I end up going to the other bar, meet up with them. So now the fun bit starts. We go to the match, and Gillingham got a Geordie lad called Paul Baker playing for him. And one of the lads had met him before, and we decided, right, let's see if we can get out of the terrace behind the goal, because it was cold, wet, and get in the seats. So the mate goes speak to the steward, and he says, "Hey, we're friends of Paul's," and he said if we ever come down, he'll get us in the seats and etc. So the guy disappears. He comes back, and he moves us in the seats, and then he comes to see us at the end of the match. He says, "Right, Paul says to take you back to the players' lounge," and we're like, "Uh-oh." And my mates say, "Right, we got to go." So obviously Paul knew what the crack was and he went along with it. So yeah, we left the game, left the ground and we was walking back to where the car was, and we wanted to see the football scores, and the Macklams were playing, and we were standing in these people's front garden, and they could see we were trying to look at their television to get the scores. So they turned the television around for us, and we saw the Macklams had lost. So absolutely brilliant. So this is where the fun starts. We're driving back up the A1, and it's a bit nippy, bit of snow, and we stop in Donny, and we're in a bar. I'm mortal, and stupid me, I leave my jacket in the bar, and we don't realise until we're back in the car driving up, so I'm not going to get it back. So we get to Newcastle, there's snow, there's a blizzard, everything, and I ended up having to borrow a jacket off my mate, we met in the bar, Peter the Limpet, Peter Ellison. And following day was Liverpool game, went to it, freezing cold. Groblos apparently threw it, nah. He didn't stand a chance for any of the goals. So even if he had thrown it, nah, no chance. Anyway, now to the Monday, I'm hitchhiking back down to Southampton in a blizzard. So I'm at Berkeley Services, had hitched down the A1, got my sign made up, A1 South, M3, etc. And so I go down, and I'm on the A1. I get dropped off on the M1 in the middle of nowhere. The police pick me up, and they asked me what's going on. I told them, and they couldn't believe it. But I had a copy of the previous night's Sunday Sun. I got the Sunday Sun in the morning, and I showed them the blizzard, the snow, and all that, and they're like, "Wow, couldn't believe it." So they just took me to the next services, about 20 miles further down, which was Fleet, and that was easy to get a lift back. So that was another strange weekend. And today, We got Bournemouth away. I've had a few trips down there in the past. Even went there once. The Mackems were playing down there, so went down just to obviously cheer on Bournemouth. Luther Blissett was playing for them at the time, and he was awful. Couldn't hit a barn door. Anyway, let's hope we get a win today. I shall be watching it later on the bar. So, away the lads.